Okay, shall we just get started? Obviously, elephant in the room. Obviously, yes, I did talk to Sykkuno, and obviously, yes, he did tell me everything. I should not have tweeted that I was disappointed yesterday because it just gave a lot of ammo to a lot of angry people. But yeah, he knows that I was gonna mention it today, and he told me everything, and I am disappointed, as I have been with a lot of my friends in the past, and I'm sure I've also been disappointing to a lot of my friends as well. So, you know, it is disappointing. What happened? I'm surprised. Some of you don't know, but yeah, he's a cheater. He's a cheater. But yeah, we talked, and he's gonna figure things out, and I hope for the best, and I am so sorry to all of those involved. So yeah, no, I did not know. I did not know he had a girlfriend. I did not know, which led to my tweet, because I thought my tweet was going to make it clear that I didn't know. But apparently me tweeting that had a lot of, caused a lot of distress. Yeah, a lot of angry people. It's my karma. Because last year, it's because XQC reacted to my tweet. He did a whataboutism, which is funny because last year when I talked about it, I did a whataboutism, which I've already talked about and I already apologized for, and I already understand that it was really stupid of me how I worded it. And this is just my karma coming back again. Everything that everyone's telling me to talk about, I already talked about. And I already own up to it, you know? I own up to my shit. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But yeah.
I know, how do we approach this? I know a lot of people want to talk about some stuff, and I think that's fine to request. I'll get to it just for a minute. I'm not gonna talk about it much. It's gonna be like 60 seconds. I know a lot of people here are here for the tea, but in order to get the tea, you have to sit through me talking about my Pokemon team. That's the deal. Okay, let's talk. We'll set myself a timer of 30 seconds. Look. Give me a sec. What happened? It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's disappointing. It's sad. And I don't think that's really all I'm comfortable talking about. Right? If and when Sykkuno makes a statement, you guys can hear from him. From me. I'm sad about it. Yeah. That's it. Made everyone sit through all of that.
Okay. Hold on one sec. Let me full screen this shit. All right. Elephant in the room, guys. Yesterday there were some accusations thrown out at a friend of mine, Sykkuno, and they're pretty they're pretty damning. I think I don't really have much to add to this that isn't super already out there. Overall, the only thing I really want to say is that I really don't condone cheating. I fucking hate it. I really am. Everyone's talked about how they're disappointed with him. I feel like stacking that makes no fucking sense. I am most concerned about essentially his girlfriend as well as Lily. I actually feel really bad for them as well as any of the girls who've come out and spoken up about it. Please not attack any of those people, and those are the people I am thinking about the most right now. But yeah, I'm super disappointed in what happened. I have not personally talked to Sykkuno in the last couple of days. I usually, whenever something big like this happens, I have a snap reaction, and I always tell myself 24 hours. How do you feel about it then? Usually try not to make a statement before then. If I do, really fucking short. 24 hours later, shocked he has a fucking girlfriend. Fucking been around this guy for 7 years. Never knew that. That was crazy. I usually don't have much to say about situations like these. I'll say a little bit more because I am a little bit closer to this situation than others. I know an okay amount of YouTubers. I talk to a lot of them, and I am friends with a lot of them. So I reached out yesterday to some of them and asked about the situation. I'd heard in the past that like, hey, Sykkuno did some stuff and people don't like him in here and there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Sure, that doesn't really matter. I thought it was like he's not like, I don't know, maybe he didn't treat some people correctly or something. I never asked for details. And honestly, no one would tell me the details because I'm really close to him, and of course no one's gonna fucking tell me anything, right? But it is just a disappointing situation. I think if you want to do anything about it, just I guess talk to I'm most annoyed by like people sending Lily death threats and stuff like that. I am not here to get a guy canceled or anything, but it is definitely like one of those situations where I feel really bad for the people involved. Do you think he'll still be friends with him? I don't know. Realistically, I don't deserve, like, you guys don't deserve the answer to that. I will figure it out. But like, as of right now, I'm not very much interested in hanging out or interacting with him. It is what it is. You guys don't get that answer, if that makes sense. A little bit too parasocial of a question. But yeah, I've yet to talk to him. Usually I always talk to the person. I'm sure I'll find the time to talk to him at some point in the next week or so. That's it. That's all I got to say. Elephant in the room. I have one last thing though, actually. A little bit of comedy in dark times. I'm looking at some of the responses, okay, from people typing about the situation. Some of them are ridiculous. Some guy talked about the situation and then dropped a fucking meal review video. And I'm like, these guys, I hate that they're funnier than me, kind of deal. And then this guy, I fucking saw this lying around. I sent this to fucking Peter and he just started fucking dying. It's people are talking about what other people could be bad, and this guy just says if anyone's a pedophile, it would be gay Scar. He looks like he touches boys. This, what did I fucking do? Anyways, that's my little humor at the end of the bit.